Welcome again for another edition of SKS Super Fight right here at Omnoi Stadium in the heart of Samutsakhon, Thailand. One of the most prestigious stadiums on the stadium circuit. And of course, sitting next to me, Joe Comerford, sitting next to me is Ginger Jimmy Bout, the man with the smooth silk voice.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, the smooth, silky voice of Ginger Jimmy Boxing. Thank you for having me here again, Joe. That's right.
And folks, today we've got an absolutely electrifying card for you. 5 fights of 5-round stadium-style Muay Thai. You know what it's all about, Jim. What do we say?
Style, style, style.
And that's what we love to see. Stylistic stadium Muay Thai. The art of 8 limbs right here in the Kingdom of Thailand. So, let's get it underway. Brought to you by SKS Super Fight and also in collaboration with Kiatpetch Promotions, the leading promoters here in the Kingdom of Thailand. So, bout number 1, Muay Thai featherweight at 125 pounds. Sing Puanyai Sojok Lek Muang Want versus Kunpon So or Udon. And then our second bout is 100 pounds, Montprakan taking on Sing Chumpon. And bout number 3, Mahahin Pet Kiatpetch taking on One Wiset Lukpanyai. Of course, our main event of the afternoon, 122 pounds, bantamweight division, Singdam Focus Coffee taking on Pet Kla in fight style. And bout number 5 for our junior mini flyweight, 100 pounds, Saksit taking on Yord Pet. So there you go. A huge card with huge names. Of course, brought to you by SKS Empire. So for all your boxing needs, if you need shin pads, mouth guards, boxing gloves, shorts, the whole shebang, you know where to find it, sksboxing.com. But here we are for our first bout of the afternoon. Here's the tail of the tape. Sing Puanyai taking on Kunpon in the blue, 23 years of age, 170 centimetres tall, with an official weight of 124.8 pounds, 50 fights to his record. And taking on Kunpon, 17 years of age, 5 centimetres shorter at 165 centimetres, with an official weight of 123.4 pounds, and 21 fights under his belt. Now, I think that could be a little bit deceiving because I'm sure he has more than that. So let's go and have a look as they are doing the traditional Waikru Ramoi. Jim, can you tell us a little bit about the Waikru Ramoi?
Yeah, I mean, obviously this is the traditional dance that we see before every Muay Thai fight. You know, it's their way of saying thank you to their sparring partners, their training partners, their coaches, and also asking for protection inside that ring. As you can see, they're always walking around. They're sealing off their ring. They're trying to ask for protection, not just for themselves, but also for their opponent as well. They want to be able to leave the ring the same way that they went in. But this is a very traditional and, you know, very rich in Thai culture as well. So what information we got on these guys, Joe?
So Sing Puanyai Sojok Lek Munganong is 23 years old from Nakhon Ratchasima, one of the northeastern provinces of Thailand. Now, he's competed in about 50 bouts, so as we saw on the tail of the tape, but he's known for his very, very aggressive technical style. So I'm excited to see what this is about, Sing Puanyai. Now, Kunpo or Udon is from Nakhon Ratchasima as well. So the same province, both. It's a bit of a battle of the home ground here. Now, standing at 165 centimetres tall now, he's much shorter. So 5 centimetres, I think, is quite a big difference in terms of height.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he's got the age advantage and he's also got the height advantage where he's gone up against someone where he's had 30 more fights officially. Obviously, like you said, that might not be entirely true, but here we are for round number 1, the first fight of 5 for this afternoon. In the red corner, we have Sing Puanyai taking on Kunpon in the blue. Scheduled for 5 3-minute rounds.
Now, this is their first encounter today, so This is the first time they've been seeing each other in the ring, even though they are from the same province. This marks their first encounter.
And we've got a southpaw against a southpaw, which is always very entertaining. You know, we're quite used to SKS having the southpaws against orthodox. To see two southpaws go at it is also going to be very entertaining. We see a very fast start here, Joe. Both fighters attacking the legs, and they're already starting with very strong combinations upstairs.
And I mean, Singh Punya is that very trademark attack style, going straight for the leg, the heavy boxing, the Muay Mat style that I like to talk about a lot, which is pretty reminiscent of, pretty typical of shorter, stockier fighters. But Singh Punya, being the taller of the two, I would expecting him to lock up inside the clinch right now. Kunpon really taking the fight to him early on here.
I mean, usually with these first round fights, and what we often see in the first round is that feeling out process, trying to get a read, trying to get your timing and your rhythm down. But neither of these fighters wanted to do that. They've just kind of gone at it. Now, we often see the clinch being utilized in the second and, usually the third round is when it really comes alive. So maybe he's just waiting, trying to tire his opponent out, trying to get a read on him. So we'll see. But this combinations from Kunpon so far, heavy hands have been beautiful so far.
Yeah, that beautiful body shot really digging under the ribs of Singh Punya there in that last exchange. And there, I think you can see him trying to go for it again. But Singh Punya just reading it and using that teep to his advantage, capitalizing on the forward movement of Kunpon as they lock up inside the clinch and test it out now. Kunpon fighting for position. I think they both might be getting a little bit frustrated here. They must have been sitting through the same traffic as us. Oh, big digging leg kick there from Singh Punya, but each one on the outside from Kunpon. Now we're inside the clinch, testing it out again, just seeing what each other have got as Kunpon applies that palm over the top.
A very explosive round, something we don't often see in first round of the 5-round Muay Thai, but a lot of leg kicks, a lot of combinations upstairs. So they've already found their timing, they've already found their rhythm, and they've got the speed that they need to utilize all of these punches and kick combinations. So everything is flowing beautifully, so I'm excited for this second round.
Oh, and then Kunpon just nearly took the back of Singh Punya. Very, very good display of dominance there from Kunpon. As I said, it doesn't necessarily score, but it does show dominance. So, speaking of dominance, we'll be back in just a moment, so don't go anywhere. So here we are, welcome back, bonjour, and welcome back to SKS Empire Super Fight. Let's have a look at some of these replays. Devastating low kicks, and that sneaky little elbow from Singh Punya as Kunpon takes the back. Look at that, beautiful work. So here we are coming into round number 2 of our first bout of the afternoon. Jim, what do you think of that one?
An explosive round, something we don't often see in first rounds of a 5-round fight. Just great stuff, and wasting no time to really take the action to their opponent. There was no feeling out process, straight into it. So here we are, round number 2 is scheduled for 3 minutes and possibly 5 rounds if it goes that far. Sing Pun Yai in the red, taking on Kun Pon in the blue. And don't go anywhere, because in bout number 2, we will have Mon Prakan taking on Sing Chumpon.
I mean, they're really coming into this fight very aggressively, almost as aggressive as me in the commentary booth as he was slapping my arm. I had to fight back a little bit there. Just like these two going at it, ready and raring to go, as Eleanor Fellows likes to say. Oh, big high kick up top there from Sing Punyai.
Sing Punyai's landed some beautiful kicks in this fight, to the legs, to the midsection, to the head. Kunpon always firing back with a very explosive blitz style of a combination. And when I talk about the blitz, he just goes forward. He doesn't necessarily telegraph anything. He just goes forward and throws some big hands. As both fighters now get involved in the clinch, what you were talking about earlier, Joe, is exactly this.
Beautiful turn. Look at that palm over the top as Sing Punyai tries to fight for position there. Getting back into center ring to continue the action here at Omnoi Stadium.
And it is hard to believe this fight is going to go full 5 rounds. And, you know, something we mentioned earlier is the advantage in fights really going to pay, dividends, or even the height of this fighter? Is it really going to be an issue? And to me, Kunpon is not allowing the height issue to be really an issue for him right now. So whatever Kunpon's doing, I'm enjoying, and it's explosive, it's exciting stuff.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if it plays dividends or dividends. But as Sing Punyai just got taken to the ground, they're back up to their feet, and a big, beautiful step-up knee, switching stances to send it through as we're locked up into the clinch now, fighting for position again. Oh, and then that beautiful knee block over the top from Sing Punyai as he eats a kick on the outside, but tries to set it up with the triple jab.
So he almost changed going for a knee and then fired his shin into the solar plexus of his opponent. Just beautiful stuff, and just very aggressive, just wasting no time. Do they want to go full 5 rounds? We've only got 30 seconds to go of round number 2. Both fighters giving it everything they've got. Can they keep this pace up for a full 5 rounds?
That's why I love these matchups against Muay Thai fighters. You know, punch for punch, kick for kick, really trying to take each other's heads off here. Very aggressive. And I think both these fighters are trying to make a statement to their home crowd in a Rachasima, seeing who's the top of the table in the province.
And it's also that thing of, you want to send a message to your other opponents who are possibly watching on as well, to give them a little bit of fear that if they get in the ring with you, it's not going to be an easy night.
And we'll be back in just a moment.
SKS Empire
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Omnoi Stadium for SKS Super Fight. Look at these big knee exchanges inside the clinch there. Kunpon trying to stab it through the midsection of Sing Punyai, and big heavy hands as well. Big exchanges there in center ring, Jim.
Yeah, I mean, they're trying to take each other's breath away in every shot that they're throwing. And it's one of those situations where they are really demonstrating the art of all the limbs here in Muay Thai. They're throwing everything at their opponent. But here we are for round number 3, nearly halfway through this fight. Red corner, we have Singha Pun Yai. And in the blue corner, Kun Pon. But both fighters already in the clinch, exchanging elbows, slicing and dicing at one another. As the referee starts to pry them apart, back in central ring they go.
Kick for kick, switching stances on that one from Kumpong, but Singpuanyai tries to take the head off with that big lead hook, ducks one from Kunpon, locks up inside the clinch and pushes the vice grip through, but there you go, Kunpon gets the upper hand and pushes his head through the ropes like a lunchtime bully.
Singpunya, you could see inside that clinch, he's trying to gasp for as much air as he possibly can. And even by the punches he's throwing, you can tell Singpunya is starting to get tired in that ring. And, you know, we can see why. He's given every shot as much power as he possibly can. So I think Singpunya is starting to breathe a lot more heavily. Kunpon should really just execute this now and just keep moving forward and keep that pressure on. A big knee landed by Singpunya involved in the clinch. Kunpon back in central ring and they go back at it once again.
Oh, there's that heavy leg kick again, trying to take out the front leg from Singpuanya.
And every time the referee breaks him up, within like seconds, they're back at each other. It's like two alley cats who just have some beef with one another. And as soon as they're broken up, they're back at it again. Kunpon back on the balls of his feet.
Singpuanyai goes down low, goes down high, goes for the big left kick as well. Locks up inside the clinch from Kunpon, trying to get the upper hand, but Singpuanyai shuts it down with the inside knee block. Beautiful work there by the man in red. Pushes off, then sets up the rear teep. Beautiful work. The man has it all. A technical aggression. That's what it said on the information sheet, and I'll tell you what, they're true to their word. This man is a technical aggressor.
Both fighters involved in the clinch once again. Kunpon firing everything he's got. As soon as he's in that clinch, he starts firing knee after knee. Both fighters doing everything they can, but the nice thing about Singpunya is he's got the gaps, he's got the movement, and he creates that a little bit of range inside that clinch, and there you see it. Beautiful step-up knee, Joe.
Oh, I love a good step-up knee, and there it is. I'm watering at the mouth as they stab for stab, knee for knee. Beautiful action, sends the elbow through, locked up here in side control at Omnoi Stadium, broken apart. Oh my God, this is beautiful.
The man is excited, and both fighters are looking exhausted. Can their corners rejuvenate their energy levels? We'll find out in just a moment.
SKS Sport Combat Strategy.
Aloha and welcome back to Omnoi Stadium for SKS Empire in collaboration with Kiatpetch Promotions, the leading promoters here in Thailand. We're ready for round number 4. Singpuanyai in the red taking on Kunpon in the blue that you could see there, getting sage instructions from his corner. Let's have a look at these replays. Goes down high, goes up top, knocks Kunpon off balance. Singpuanyai on the retreat, but locks up inside that clinch beautifully and just shuts down the forward action there by Kunpon. Real technical aggression there from Singpuanyai. Even though he's not marching forward, it's very calculated aggression, I would say. Beautiful knees as well. That step up had me watering at the mouth.
Yeah, everything they're throwing is very calculated. It's almost like scientific street fighting, as we like to call it in boxing, where it's very aggressive, but it's very calculative. And everything they're doing is just a good, pure theory behind fighting. And here we are for round number 4. If you've made it this far, Sing Pun Yai in the red, Kun Pon in the blue. It's been an explosive firework cracker of a fight, and we're in the 4th.
Oh, that beautiful push-off. Taps the gloves, sends the teep down the line, taking Kunpon to the ground. Very dramatic teep there from Sing Pun Yai, turning the tables. And Kunpon's really going to have to do something desperate here. He's going to need a Hail Mary. In my unofficial scorecards, I think Sing Pun Yai is up a fair bit here.
Yeah, Sing Pun Yai definitely proving he's got the advantage in terms of experience. Kunpon has never once taken a back foot, but I think Sing Pun Yai is just so well versed at dealing with these aggressive fighters who are always on the front foot. Sing Pun Yai always finding gaps, always finding room, and you see there he steps to the side and throws that left upstairs and turns it into a clinch. Beautiful stuff by both of these fighters, but Sing Pun Yai is definitely winning on my scorecard so far, Joe.
Big kick up the top, but takes down the leg below. Steps in with the knee from Sing Pun Yai. Just beautiful work from the man in red, coloured on his back with the tiger stripes, and he's striking like the tiger with every single shot, clawing his way to victory here in my eyes.
The eye of the tiger, as we like to call it. Sing Pun Yai puts the pressure on the pressure fighter, which is Kunpon. Kunpon, like you said, Joe, probably needs a Hail Mary here. Sing Pun Yai's timing has been beautiful. He sent him to the canvas with 2 teeps so far. The referee pries him apart once again, and they'll go back at it like 2 magnets, and a spinning back fist just misses for Kunpon.
There we are, locked up inside the clinch as our referee peels them apart like Jimmy and an avocado. Beautiful elbow on the inside there from Sing Pun Yai. Back into center ring to continue the action here, and Omnoi locks on again. Just absolute warfare inside the clinch here for our first bout of the afternoon. The punters going absolutely wild, wilder than the fighters inside the ring. Shot for shot, blow for blow, as our referee pries them apart again.
And this is what we see with SKS Empire every Saturday. 2 even fighters going at it, putting it all on the line, and that's exactly what we're seeing. This is only the 4th round, and it looks like we're going to a 5th round in just a moment, Joe.
That nice nullification there from Mr. Sing Pun Yai, just turning the hip over, the leg over the midsection to stop the knees coming through from Kunpon. And that is the end of round 4. Make sure you don't go anywhere. Absolute fireworks here in center ring. We'll be back in just a moment. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to SKS Empire Super Fight right here in Omnoi Stadium. Sing Pun Yai in the red, taking on a Kunpon, the forward pressure fighter in the blue. Sing Pun Yai really controlling the action on the back foot there. So let's go and have a look at some of these replays. That big dramatic teep sending Kunpon flying across the ring. And there it is. Big punch over the top to set up for the knee from Sing Pun Yai. He's got great head movement as well, ducking a lot of the punches from Kunpon.
And it's really hard to appreciate the head movement of two fighters who are just inside the pocket. But what they're doing is they're always putting their head on the opposing shoulder of their opponents to take away that power shot as well. So it's very hard to get a haymaker off when their shoulders are just on the other side of their head. So it's beautiful work indeed, and definitely fun booth boxing. We're about to go into the 5th and final round, as a final prayer from Singpun Yai in just a moment. And here we are, the referee wiping the Vaseline. Round number 5, the final round, the first fight of 5. And here we go, Joe. We have got Singpun Yai in the red, Kunpon in the blue.
And a big kick for kick doubling up there from Singpun Yai, and Kunpon mirroring it and returning the favor. But Singpun Yai dodges but eats a one on the leg as well, and a big left hand sent down the middle there from Singpun Yai.
And as you mentioned, the mirroring of these fighters, they both landed the exact same punch on one another, and that is just a testament to how well these two fighters are reading one another. Beautiful Muay Thai, beautiful boxing, everything about this fight is perfect.
And he's dragging on that head in the plumb position, trying to drag it down to send the knee up top, but gets broken up just in time to save Kunpon. Kunpon looking very desperate here in my mind. What do you think, Jim?
Well, the one thing about Kunpon is he's still investing in the body shots. He's still going down low. Is he trying to set up a headshot? And he just lands a left down the middle. Kunpon has got heavy hands. Kunpon can connect with that big left, but Singpun Yai just looks way too determined to let this fight go at any costs.
With a minute 40 to go here in center ring, Singpun Yai eats a big leg kick there just a second ago from Kunpon. Throws up the kick. It's really a matter of mirroring here.
And you know, as they say, two fighters that mirror one another is because they're both reading each other perfectly. And if you mirror your opponent, you can often see your own mistakes, but also it makes them create a mistake as well. It's very much the psychology of boxing and fighting. As both fighters get involved in the clinch once again, Singpun Yai seems to come out on top with those knees, Joe. A minute to go of round number 5.
Kunpon edging forward ever so closely. Singpun Yai just dancing it off like it's Saturday Night Fever. John Travolta in the ring there. It's a shame he hasn't got the same shoes. But there we are, moving around, trying to evade the forward aggression of Kunpon here in the 5th and final round here at SKS Empire Super Fight every Saturday afternoon at Omnoi Stadium. Kunpon looking for the kick and gets a reply there from Singpun Yai.
1 minute of dancing, and then he throws up the left hand and the left kick to the body. Singpun Yai, although it looks like he's too relaxed in there, he's still very much alert and he knows everything that's going on. A low kick as well, and he's not giving up the final second of round number 5, Joe.
We'll be coming into the dying seconds of this round. A bit of acknowledgement, I think, here from Singpun Yai, and that is the fight, ladies and gentlemen. You have just witnessed high-level Muay Thai at its heights. So we'll go to the referee, the third man in the middle, in just a moment to get the official scorecards from our judges. And Singpun Yai looking very confident there, dancing around the ring.
I mean, it was such a great fight, and we saw everything there. Let's see who takes the victory. And we did not see that one coming, and that is Muay Thai for you. Even when you think it's going one way, it depends what the judges are seeing. A very, very interesting fight. One fight that I'm sure everybody would like to watch back, and I'm sure these two fighters could maybe run it back for a rematch, Joe. Let's see some of these action replays.
Big knee for knee, big kick for kick in some of these replays. Locking on, locked and loaded, ready to go. Oh, and that big sweep there from Singpun Yai. Surprisingly for me, it didn't take the fight, but the forward aggression proving too much in the judges' eyes there.
And we tend to see that this will be a case for the rest of the night. The forward pressure will likely be the victor and the other people watching this fight who are about to enter the ring very soon must be paying close attention. We're going into a second fight, folks. Don't go anywhere.
I can feel like 80 rats in my Marys. Me and Drizzy back to back is getting scary. If you fucking with my eyes, just don't come near me. Put some bins all on your head like Justin Terry. Rich and Millie cousin Lambo. Known to keep the better bitches on commando. Every time I'm in my trip, I move like Rambo. Ain't a neighborhood in Philly that I can't go. For real.
SKS Sport Combat Strategy.
I can feel like 80 rats in my Marys. Me and Drizzy back to back is getting scary. If you fucking with my eyes, just don't come near me. Put some bins all on your head like Justin Terry. Rich and Millie cousin Lambo. Known to keep the better bitches on commando. Every time I'm in my trip, I move like Rambo. Ain't a neighborhood in Philly that I can't go. For real.
SKS Sport Combat Strategy.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Omnoi Stadium, where all the best action in Muay Thai happens. Here we are for SKS Empire Super Fight in collaboration with Kiatpetch Promotions, the leading promoters here in the Kingdom of Thailand for the Art of 8 Limbs. Our next bout on the card for this afternoon is Monprakan Detrat, 16 years of age from Buriram, taking on Singh Chumpon Nor Anuwat Jim, 17 years age from Surin. So we'll have a look at the tail of the tape in just a moment. But here you are, Monprakan Detrat, the man in the red, 157 centimeters tall, a little bit taller than his opponent who's coming up just now, Singh Chumpon Nor Anuwat Jim.
A very exciting fight we've just seen, so I'm sure both of these fighters have just been witnessing that in the back room, and they must realize now that the front foot forward aggression is going to be paying well into the judges' scorecard. So we'll see in just a moment how this one goes, Joe.
So here we are, the tail of the tape, Monprakan, 16 years of age, 157 centimeters tall with an official weight of 100 pounds, 50 fights to his name. Singh Chumpon, 17 years of age, 155 centimeters tall, with an official weight of 101.5 pounds, 47 fights to his name.
Yeah, one of those fights, finally, two fighters under the age of 18, but with nearly 100 fights between the two of them, and they're only 100 to 101 pounds. I don't think that's going to pay a big difference in this fight. A slight height advantage for one fighter. It always depends on how well they know how to use that height advantage, but both of these fighters have had nearly 50 fights each. I'm sure they know exactly what they're doing, and I'm excited to always see, because they always leave it really much on the line. It just seems to be the case for these fighters just under the age of 18 tend to really just go for it in that ring.
Well, interestingly enough, as they do their Y Crew Rumway, this is a rematch between these two. They have seen each other before, with Singh Chumpon winning the first encounter. So today marks their second encounter, as Monprakan, known for his strategic and technical fighting style. The cerebral cortex will be firing today from Monprakan's corner, taking it against Singh Chumpon, the victor of their last encounter. So
a rematch is something we always like to see, Joe. Rematches allow fighters to almost redeem themselves, but also allows the fighter who won to also prove to everybody and themselves that they were the victor and they had a good reason to win that fight. So rematches are always exciting, Joe.
Well, a rematch in the information as well. Sorry, I got that wrong. Montprakan actually won the last bout. So I'm rematching my own commentary. So I do apologize for that mix-up. So here we are for the first round of action. Montprakan in the orthodox position. Singh Chomporn in the orthodox position. So 50-50 for this one. And that's what I like to see. Even a playing field, even though Montprakan did win their last encounter. Just so I re-clarify that for the audiences at home who are watching.
Just a cerebral issue for you, Judd. Don't you worry about it. Montprakan in the red, Singh Chomporn in the blue. Scheduled for 5 3-minute rounds. A slower start in comparison to the first fight we have just witnessed. And it's very interesting in a rematch because often the first round is your feeling out process, trying to get your range, your timing, but also test out your opponent's power as well. And in a rematch, you've already done that in the previous fight, so there tends to be less time for this. However, we see that both of these fighters, a very traditional style of 5-round Muay Thai, are really taking their time in the opening moments of round number 1.
You see Singh Chomporn trying to work on that front leg, trying to take out the energy in the forward movement by hacking at the front leg a moment ago. Good strategy being employed there from the young man in blue as Montprakan teeps him across into the corner. Steps in with a flurry of hands, tries to keep Montprakan guessing.
And it's also changing that tempo as well. What you want to do is you want to almost lull your opponent into a false sense of security. So changing the tempo up, a nice teep, sending his opponent to the ropes as well. You change up the tempo and not allow your opponent to get any read on your power, because then you can really start delivering it. And you see with Montprakan there, he's changing levels, he's going down low, and it looks like he's setting up a big right hand upstairs as well.
Goes for the leg kick downstairs for Montprakan, being very cool, calm and collected here in center ring, controlling it from the center, really showcasing his experience.
And you can tell Montprakan is the more confident of the two. He is the victor in their previous fight. So Singh Chomporn is the man who needs to really prove himself. We are only in the first round, scheduled for 5, and we got 30 seconds to go. So just a good feeling out process.
You can see the facial expressions between both fighters. Singh Chomporn acknowledging and raising his eyebrows, trying to egg Montprakan on and just play with his mind a little bit here in this fight. A nice, beautiful side teep there from Montprakan. It's almost a game of acting as well. Who's got the stronger poker face? It's not only about attacking, but it's also about breaking down your opponent's mind. A game of minds and chess. So we shall be back in just a moment. Sawadee Kappa and welcome back to SKS Empire Super Fight. Let's have a look at some of these replays from round 1. A little bit of a slow round there, but still action-packed. I thought fairly dominant there from Montprakan. really showcasing stabbing teeps, offensive teeps, sending Sing Chumpon off a balance for most of that round. What did you think, Jimothy?
Yeah, I have to agree with you. I mean, it looked like Montper Khan was trying to give him a reminder of the first fight as well. It was a very similar victory for him in that first fight, and I think he wanted to show very early on, look, these are the teeps that you're going to have to deal with. This is the power you're going to have to deal with, and I'm not going to make anything easy for you. So here we are for round number 2, scheduled for 5 3-minute rounds. Montper Khan in the red, Singha Chumpon in the blue, and this is the rematch. But just remember, folks, Pet Samson will be taking on Pet Ute in the third bout of this afternoon.
You can see Sing Chumpon really picking up the pace here, trying to hack out the front leg, puncture that tire, as we like to say here at Omnoi Stadium. Sort of a little transliteration from Thai, puncturing that tire, taking out the forward movement, and a big, beautiful off-balancing there by Sing Chumpon, showcasing a great strategic movement on that back foot as Montper Khan tried to push the pace inside the clinch, and then just taking him off balance with that sweep and that last exchange. Nice little kick upstairs there from Montper Khan to re-establish himself.
Yeah, Sing Chumpon did a great job there to really allow Montper Khan to have a false sense of, you know, almost like bullying the fight. And as soon as he overstepped his boundary, that's when Montper Khan just fell to the canvas because Sing Chumpon was waiting for him to get a balance. So very nicely done by Sing Chumpon as he looks a little bit more active in this second round.
There we are, Montper Khan just edging forward, trying to push the pace a little bit more. And I don't think he's underestimating Sing Chumpon from that big sweep. Tries to come in with the fake hook to low kick. As we come back into center ring, it goes for the tip-tappy leg kick down below. As Sing Chumpon goes up high for high at this point.
Montper Khan does a great job to almost herd Sing Chumpon into the corner as well. So Montper Khan seems to be controlling the ring quite well, and a great face block as well by Montper Khan inside the clinch as they both go for it in central ring. Sing Chumpon nods his head for more action.
A nice wide guard there from Montper Khan, trying to bait Sing Chumpon on, but Sing Chumpon not having it. He's being ever very calculated as he moves inside the clinch now, locking up. Montper Khan looking a little bit frustrated there as Sing Chumpon digs the head under, suffocating his opponent as we're brought back into center ring. It's swaying like a cobra under a snake charmer's spell. Just trying to bait Montper Khan into the action here.
Constant movement as well, not allowing your opponent to know where your punches or kicks are coming from. But a big left hand followed by a right, landed by Chumpon. As both fighters get involved in the clinch, but we see Montper Khan, very good job at controlling the clinch with a face guard. Back in central ring.
Sing Chumpon, goes up high, and that is the end of round number 2. Little bit of a slower round than round number 1, but I'm expecting we'll pick it up in the third. We'll be back in just a moment. Nihelma, and welcome back to SKS Empire Super Fight. Let's have a look at some of these replays from round number 2. Riveting action there from Montprakan, sending it down low, goes high, but that beautiful body shot there from Sing Chompon. I thought that was a much better round for Sing Chompon. What did you think, Jim?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Sing Chompon really took the pace to him as well, really stepped up his levels, and that's exactly what we wanted to see. That second round, we wanted to see a different pace. We don't want Montprakan to just bully him the entire fight. Chompon has really got to find his feet, so to speak, and really bring the fight to Montprakan and not allow him to get bullied by the taller fighter who also beat him in the previous fight. So here we are for round number 3. Thank you for joining us, folks. This is the second fight of the afternoon. We have got Montprakan in the red and Singa Chompon in the blue. Third round and a nice sweep, sending him to the canvas.
And Sing Chompon there in the blue, tapping the gloves, sends the beautiful switch kick straight through the midsection. Montprakan being backed up into the pocket there, tries to lock on and turns around, swings it, and the little pitter-patter knees up through inside control there from Sing Chompon as our referee breaks them apart.
Sing Chompon just relentlessly moving forward, feints upstairs, attempts downstairs. Montprakan reading him well, as we see he's very good at just staying out of the range as well. But Sing Chompon just marches forward with a nice right hand upstairs.
He's got some beautiful hands on him, Sing Chompon. He could be a hand model in the boxing world. Just goes down below, goes up high. I like the handiwork of Sing Chompon. I'd like to see him utilize a little bit more of that boxing against Montprakan, be a little bit more aggressive. Instead of coming in at the same pace, push the pace a lot more, rush in with the boxing and disrupt the rhythm of Montprakan as he gets taken to the ground.
A big slam by Montprakan to send Sing Chompon to the canvas as well. Sing Chompon just marches forward in a straight line. As you mentioned, it'd be nice to see him change some of the angles and really believe in some of his hand placement. He's got some very good hands, he's got some very good boxing, and we see there the jab downstairs to set up the right hand upstairs. Beautiful work by Sing Chompon.
And there you can see his corner egging him on to go back to the hands, go to the body, take out the midsection where it stands in Montprakan. Montprakan locks on, drags the head down, and there's that vicious body shot, and I think Montprakan is starting to feel it because he's on the retreat.
Sing Chompon landed a 1-2 downstairs to start off that display of body shot action, and Sing Chompon relentlessly going downstairs, so the body shots are definitely working for him as he eats a knee in the process. And
you can definitely tell that Montprakan's feeling it, because any time that Sing Chompon offloads, he's just locking up inside the clinch and not really throwing much, trying to drag on the head, but eats a knee on the way in there. Drags that head down, sends the right knee, putting Sing Chompon to the canvas there.
And the referee jumps in front of the bullet as well as he nearly sent a knee to the canvas.
Beautiful step-in knee there from Montprakan, and wrestling him down to the canvas. And that is the end of round 3. We'll be back in just a moment.
SKS Sport Combat Strategy.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to SKS Empire Super Fight right here at Omnoi Stadium. coming into the fourth round of action. We just witnessed the forward pressure of Sing Chompun really putting Montbracan on the back foot there. The relentlessness and tenacity, very reminiscent of Hugh O'Donnell, the Fire from the Shire, if I must say myself.
It was a great round for both of these fighters. I really liked that Sing Chompun really took the fight to Montbracan, but we can't deny that Montbracan took him to the canvas at least 2 times. But it was those body shots by Sing Chompun, which you noticed Montbracan started to wince. I'd really like to see Montbracan start to go back to what he did in the first round, or I'd like to see Sing Chompun just start level changing now and really make Montbracan scared of the body shots. But a great round for both of these fighters as we go into the fourth, and we are scheduled for 5 rounds here. Will it go that far? We've got 3 minutes ahead of us for this fourth round. So thanks for being with us, folks.
Starting off the action, tit for tat, goes for a big high kick there from Sing Chompun, but misses the target. Montbracan on the back foot, focusing and sends the big left knee straight through the middle, locks up inside the clinch, inside control now. So referee looking to break it apart.
Joe Comerford rapping on the mic to get that sequence down. Great stuff by Joe Comerford Muay Thai as we see Sing Chompun marches forward and lands right upstairs, but Montbracan returns with a knee to the solar plexus.
Oh, and the big left knee, the big long left knee again as he gets Sing Chompun in the headlock.
And he's utilized that move several times. Is that a sign of frustration, control? What is he doing there, Joe?
Yeah, it is a sign of frustration, if I must say myself. But here we are, Sing Chompun back on the forward pressure with a bit of a look of defeat on his face. What do you think, Jim?
If I do say so myself, a little bit of defeat there, Joe. Montbracan with a side elbow to the temple as well. Just sneakily charges that one in. Sing Chompun taps his gloves and just marches forward. Sing Chompun, do you think he thinks he's losing this fight, or what is going on? Why do we see such a sloppy action in this fourth?
I think he's realizing he's going to have to make a big statement in front of the judges here. The slick Montbracan controlling the action, ducking and weaving, controlling from side control. Even though Sing Chompun has that guard over the top, Montbracan still easing into it with confidence, but Sing Chompun looking in desperation to try and take the head off, but eating those big long knees on the way in.
And we see Sing Chompun, regardless of everything he's taken, he marches forward and he nearly goes through the ropes as well. But it's hard to believe that Montbracan is losing this fight. However, we did see in that previous fight that the forward pressure is going to win these fights. So what do you think? Who do you think's winning so far?
On my unofficial scorecards, I might have to say Montbracan, the smooth and slick operator, ducking punches like you and responsibility, turning it around. Oh! Sing Chompun on the forward hunt here, eats the big long knee again. And I think that's, for me, what's going to do it here in this fight, those big, long knees.
Yeah, Montbracan using his limbs to the best of his ability and really stretches that knee out and gets full force behind it. And a team to end the action. We're going into a 5th round. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll have some action replays very soon.
I can feel like 80 rats in my Marys. Me and Drizzy back to back is getting scary. If you fucking with my eyes, just don't come near me. Put some bins all on your head like Justin Terry. Whoa. Richard Millie cousin Lambo. Known to keep the baddest bitches on commando. Every time I'm in my trap, I move like Rambo. Ain't a neighborhood in Philly that I can't go. For real.
SKS Sport Combat Strategy.
Whoa.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to SKS Empire Super Fight right here at Omnoi Stadium in collaboration with Kiatpetch Promotions, the leading promoters in the Kingdom of Thailand. Montprakan in the red, Sing Champun in the blue. Sing Champun really on the forward hunt over rounds 1, 2, 3, and 4, but eating those big left knees on the way in, and I think that's what's going to do it for me, Jim. The technical execution of those big knees, the inside control inside the clinch from Montprakan.
Yeah, Montprakan, very lengthy with everything he does. Really sends those knee, and he makes it very clear as well that those are the shots that he's landing. He isn't getting smothered by himself, so to speak. And what I mean by that is he's not allowing himself to kind of miss these shots. He's making it very, very clear what he's landing. And I'm excited for the fifth round, Joe. Who you got on your unofficial scorecards?
So for those who are watching at home, we are here for the fifth and final round of this action-packed battle. The rematch between Sing Champun and Montprakan in the red. Oh, and tossing and turning there. And a little bit of forward pressure for Sing Champun. Moments of desperation here in the fifth and final round. Looking to knock out Montprakan. Swinging for the fences. Throwing everything but the kitchen sink here in center ring.
Sing Champun just marches forward and throws everything he's got. And as Joe mentioned, he's just going to have to go for it. He's going to have to do anything he can to beat Montprakan. But as Montprakan got the number of Sing Champun not taking any chances, he marches forward and swings for the fences.
There it is, that big long left knee as Sing Champun comes in from that last exchange. Sing Champun, he's definitely got the minerals to do it because he's got the biggest heart in the game. A heart like a racehorse marching forward, eating the long knees on the way in, but just relentlessly stepping, and putting the pressure on Montprakan, trying to smother him. But that's what he needed to do throughout the whole fight to take it away from me, Jim.
Yeah, when you're up against a slick fighter, someone who boxes smooth, the best way to beat them is by smothering them, not allowing them a chance to think, not allowing them to get their shots off. So Sing Champun, to me, had the right idea for this fight. I just don't think he's executed enough. However, we've still got 1 minute 20 seconds to go. Montprakan still keeps trying to touch gloves, and it looks like Montprakan is confident that he is winning this fight outright.
Montprakan sitting on that back foot very comfortably. Inside the clinch, it sends a right elbow up the top. Looked like a wobbled Montprakan with the heavy hands there from Sing Champun. So fast to see, I'm not sure what colors I was seeing. I was seeing all gradients of the rainbow in that last exchange. My eyes couldn't keep up.
Some heavy hands by both of these fighters, but Sing Champun landed some nice rights and left. However, he did not throw any elbows when he was up that close, so he should be taking some advice from you, John, how to throw an elbow up close to someone not expecting it. Montprakan, though, definitely feels like he's won this fight, and Sing Champun maybe also agrees with him, but we will see. Both fighters dancing around, circling one another. We're going to see in just a moment who has won this fight.
And it looks to me that Sing Champun has a little bit of a look of defeat on his face, like a vegan in a meat buffet. Here we are back in center ring for the final moments of this fight. And that is all it is, folks. A good show of sportsmanship, a hug from both fighters, going to each other's corners and getting a drink. It's always a good sign of respect. As our third man in the ring, the referee collects the scorecards and announces our winner. And there it is, Montprakan, the man in the red, the technician, the cranium, the cool cranium cooler, the man in the red. There you have it, Montprakan, your winner for today's second bout.
A great fight indeed. Montprakan stuck to the game plan, and a very well-deserved victory as well. And he's proved himself as well that the first fight wasn't a fluke, and that's exactly what he did. He proved to everyone why he is the better fighter at this moment. but I'm sure that these two will run it back at some point as well. Some great action replays. You know, we saw Chumpon going to the body, investing as early as he possibly could, but Montbracan just too slick, too smart, and did not really waste any shots, so to speak. He didn't give up any energy for the sake of it. Everything he threw was calculated. Very good stuff. And we're going into our next fight in just a moment, folks. Konnichiwa, everyone. Thank you for joining us. We're going to go to Joe Comerford Muay Thai in just a moment with the information on the fighters. But thank you for joining us for the SKS Empire live on every Saturday afternoon at 2:30 Thai time. Scheduled for 4 to 5 fights, 3-minute rounds, and beautiful style Muay Thai action.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to SKS Empire Super Fight right here at Omnoi Stadium. I do apologize about my co-commentator. He's lost the plot a little bit. It's the lack of iron in his diet. So, here we are for bout number 3. Pet Samson Jaw Patria Siam Sport Surin taking on Pet Ayut Saw Tanachot. So, Mr. Pong in the middle. Our MC for this afternoon is introducing the fighters right now. So let's go and have a look. Pet Samson Jaw Patria Siam Sport Surin. So quite a long name there. In the red, taking on Pet Ayut Saw Tanachot in the blue.
So we just witnessed a great fight just before this. Another fight that went the distance. 5-round Muay Thai. Will this one go the full 5 rounds? Well, we're going to find out very, very soon. One of the best referees in the game as well in that ring. Joe with a tail of the tape.
So here we are. Tail of the tape. Pet Samson, 18 years of age, 167 centimeters tall with an official weight of 128 pounds, 69 fights to his name. Pet Yut in the blue, 21 years of age. Official height of 169 centimeters tall with an official weight of 129.2 pounds with 50 fights to his record. And of course, Pet Samson coming from Buriram province. A favorite of yours, Jim? Favorite province of yours?
Yep, one of the favorites, and we've seen these two fighters before on the SKS Empire circuit. They have fought in this ring several times before, Joe.
And of course, Pet Ayut coming from Bangkok. Originally, they were scheduled to fight next week, but got moved a week earlier. So, be interesting to see how they face up to each other with a week's less notice on this one. But I'm sure they'll come into it with absolutely everything. And this will be their first encounter And Pet Samson just coming off a recent win at Channel 7, a knockout victory over at Channel 7, one of the other prestigious stadiums on the stadium circuit for the punters. And of course, facing Petayut, the technician, the Muay Thai from Bangkok. So I'm looking forward to this one. You look the long and lengthy Petayut.
So Pet Samson in the red, Petayut in the blue. Final moment from their coaches before they get involved into the action. And this is the third fight of the afternoon, but we still have two more fights coming up after this one, folks. So the referee is going to bring them into central ring right now, scheduled for 3 minutes. Both of these fighters been here several times before, and that is the bell for round number 1. So we have Pet Samson in the red, Petayut in the blue, and we're going to likely see quite a slow first round.
So just working each other out at this point, downloading the information, as Jim likes to say, computing, uploading the software, finding the gaps in each other's games here. Ooh, and Pet Samson sends a nice body kick straight through the guard of Petayut, utilizing beautiful timing. And don't you dare, Jim, make fun of the way I say utilizing.
Now they are utilizing their cerebral advantages at the moment. As you can see, both fighters are still measuring one another, and they're trying to see how their opponents react to certain movements, certain power, and as soon as they get that information, that's when they're going to use it against them. So all they're doing right now is feeling each other out. So although it looks like not much is going on, there's a lot of psychological warfare in this situation right now. Both fighters just seeing how one another is going to react, and then in the later rounds, that's when they start to execute and utilize their game plan.
The sneaky little leg teeps there from Petayut, just trying to take out the forward traction from Pet Samson. Pet Samson sends a spearing teep through the midsection, just annoying Petayut, sending it to the belly button, trying to annoy him. It's a beautiful little strategy there from Pet Samson. Not quite putting your whole hip into it, but stabbing it, poking it in, just trying to take out and puncture that breath tank that you've got inside of you called your lungs.
Yeah, and Petayut, what he looks like he's doing is he's almost overreacting to some of the teeps and some of the shots that Pet Samson is throwing. And that is definitely a veteran move, is oversell the shot that your opponent has landed and allow them to get into that false sense of security. So the beautiful right hand! Exactly what we were saying. Give them a false sense of security, let them get relaxed, and he sends him to the canvas, Joe.
And he's looking very glassy-eyed there. Pet Samson's going to need to be very careful here. Petayut looking very careful, very calculated. Will he be able to send another shot to send Pet Samson to the canvas for another 8 count, or perhaps a knockout in the dying seconds of this round?
And that has just changed everything up. What was starting to be almost a close round, or even to the red corner, he just sends him to the canvas. And that's exactly what we were talking about, Joe. The full sense of security. He was overselling the shots that were landing, allowed his opponent to overstep the boundary, and then wham, with a right hand. A beautiful first round indeed. Don't go anywhere. We've got a second.
Ni hao ma, and welcome back to SKS Empire Super Fight. Let's have a look at some of these replays and that big right hand over the top, sending Pet Samson to the canvas for that 8 count. Very surprising indeed. Caught me off guard, but also caught Pet Samson off guard as well.
Yeah, I mean, it was that shot just behind the ear where it really affects your equilibrium. You don't need to be hit hard there, and all it takes is the perfect timing, and that's exactly what it was, and it took him off his feet. It takes some time to recover as well, so hopefully that round has done some. So Pet Samson in the red, Pet Ute in the blue, and we've just seen Pet Ute deliver a beautiful shot to send Pet Samson to the canvas. Round number 2.
And just as Jimmy was predicting behind the cameras here at SKS, but in a moment, don't go anywhere for our main event, Singdam taking on Pekla. But just as I was saying, as Jimmy predicted, Pet Samson's really going to pick up the pace in the second here from that dramatic 8 count, really taking us both by surprise. Whoa, and a bit of Spider-Man action there from Pet Ute, wrapping his legs around. Not sure whether it's a jiu-jitsu tournament or a Muay Thai fight.
Or an octopus buffet, you just never know. But yes, Pet Samson has definitely now got to prove himself that he belongs in this fight. And as you said, he's just come up with China.
Oh, and there it is again! The overhand right, sending Pet Samson to the ground. And ladies and gentlemen, that is it. That is all she wrote. That is it for Pet Samson. Pet Ute sending it straight through the guard, taking us both by surprise. Jimmy jumping up on his plastic chair.
That is unbelievable. Just the psychology and the genius of this man, Pet Ute. He even allowed his opponent to really start teeing off on him, and I think he just had his card. He had something in his back pocket. We're going to see this action replay. Fakes the teep and steps up with that right hand. That was the first knockdown in the first round, and he really timed it perfectly. Joe, talk us through these replays.
Well, it was one of those things. He definitely saw that every time Pet Samson kicked, he turned his head, which is actually a little bit of a bad habit. Speaking of bad habits, look at that. As soon as he kicks, turns the head, applies the punch right on the ear in the sweet spot, knocks him out. Beautiful work there by Pet Ute. And there it is again. Turns the head. That's, ladies and gentlemen, that's why you got to be careful when you kick.
And that's what we were talking about with the equilibrium. You think you've recovered, but like I said, it takes some time to really get back in there. Your legs almost send you up, but your brain is still a little bit scrambled. But a beautiful knockout. But let's not take anything away, because we're going into another fight in just a moment, folks.
And trust me, I know what scrambled eggs are like as brains. We'll be back in just a moment.
SKS Empire
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to SKS Empire Super Fight with all the best action in the art of 8 limbs. Brought to you by Kiatpetch Promotions, the leading promoters in Thailand. You're joining us just in time for our main event of the afternoon here at Omnoi Stadium every Saturday afternoon, 2:30 p.m. Thai time. You can also check us out on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram, SKS Empire. Make sure you do it. So here we are for the main event. Singdam Focus Coffee taking on Pet Klar In Fight Style. So sponsored by In Fight Style there. Singdam Focus Coffee.
So you're in the back room. You've just witnessed a beautiful knockout. You're being told you need to get back in the ring now. There's no time to warm up. What is going through their mind? But we got some information from their fighters, Joe.
So here we are with the tail of the tape. Singdam, 22 years of age, standing at 169 centimeters with an official weight of 122 pounds. 40 fights under the record. Pet Klar, 21 years of age, standing at 170 centimeters tall with an official weight of 122 pounds. 80 fights under his belt. Now, Singdam coming from Nakhon Ratchasima province in northeastern Thailand, standing at 169 centimeters, as I just said. He recently lost his last fight by points. Be looking to redeem himself here at Omnoi Stadium. And of course, Pet Klar coming from Buriram. A lot of fighters on the card hailing from Buriram province, known for his very strategic and technical style. So I can imagine this man is a Muay Thai, but also has great knees as well.
You've mentioned before, Joe, as well, that the provinces these fighters hail from tend to have a style of their own. Is that true with the Buriram fighters?
Yeah, traditionally, most fighters coming from different provinces, most provinces tend to have a signature style. And, you know, traditionally the northeastern provinces, knee fighters, the south, big heavy punchers, Chiang Mai from the north, kickers. Now, you know, just generally speaking. Now, this is a rematch against these two. Pet Klar losing the previous match against Singdam. So he'll be looking to redeem himself against Singdam here.
I always love a good rematch. Like we said before, it's your chance to redeem yourself, but also prove yourself to your opponent that you won that fight fair and square, and you can do it again. So we are scheduled for 5 3-minute rounds. Singdam in the red, Pet Klar in the blue, and we're already in the first round. They have just been called up. No time to waste.
And a nice little teep to the leg there from Singdam to start things off. And as we expect, things do tend to start a little bit slower here in the first round. Downloading the information, as Jim always loves to tell us.
Ironically, I haven't said it at all today, but Joe has said it every time, which I do appreciate. He has downloaded my information and used it well. Singdam looks like he's just hovering, and we've got a classic matchup, Joe. Pet Klar in the orthodox position, Singdam in the southpaw position. So we are going to see a battle of the footwork, trying to get your lead leg on the outside of your opponent before you send that big back kick or that big backhand down the middle.
And there you can see Bond FA Group in the corner of Pet Klar shouting out instructions. A Sian Muay or an expert in boxing in the crowd there. Oh, and the punter's going absolutely wild after that last strike from Singdam. Beautiful work there from the man from Nakhon Ratchasima.
A nice teep as well by Pet Klar. So although it looks like a calm round, there is still a lot going on here. Singdam, you can see, is starting to turn his hips more, starting to open his shoulders, and it looks like he's trying to send that left down the middle. So he's almost found the range, but not just yet. And I'm sure as soon as he lands his first jab, he'll send a big shot down the middle.
Pet Klar staying very focused here. Oh, sends a big kick up top, but misses the mark. Singdam just leaning back, not letting him have it for this one. And there you go again, dodges it again, and then sends one up the top to make him pay.
Pet Klar doing a very good job to stay very calm and not really buy into the antics of Singdam. Singdam trying lots and lots of moves to try and open the guard of Pet Klar, trying to look for some chinks in the armor, but this is round number 1, and that is usually when people are more agile, and we see a kick for kick, but Pet Clark comes back with a nice low kick to the calf of his opponent.
Coming into the last seconds of this round, Pet Clark making Singdam pay for that last one, and a miss for miss, but sends it up top again. And Singdam just edging forward, skips in with a beautiful rear kick. Beautiful fake, sets it up, keeps Pet Clark guessing.
And a very nice first round by both of these fighters, delivering some great shots to the midsection and to the legs. And I'm sure in the second and third, we're going to see a lot more shots landing upstairs. Don't go anywhere, folks, because we've got 4 more rounds of action and 1 more fight after this.
Sumimasen, and welcome back to SKS Empire Super Fight. Look at these replays right here, kick for kick. Oh, vicious kicks there from Singdam.
And it was a great shot attempted by him every time, but just out of range, Joe. And as we've seen before, the first and second round, you miss by inches, it becomes millimeters, and then you start connecting those shots. When both fighters get tired, the shots hit a little bit harder. So no time to waste. We are into the second round of this main event fight.
And I really love the style of Singdam in that first round, just teasing Petklar throughout the whole thing. But upcoming bout number 5 for our junior 100-pound fight, Sucsit taking on Kiatpetch. But as I was talking about, he was just baiting and teasing Petklar, just like you in the breaks every time, just making fun of me and teasing me, but not quite at the same cognitive level as in Muay Thai. Singdam, blocks, and then comes back to center ring to control the action. Petklar throwing that rear teep to the midsection, goes up top, just sneaks it through the guard there.
Yeah, Singdam doing a great job of constantly trying to bait Petklar into something. But I do think Petklar is doing a great job. Although it was a great round for Singdam, I do think Petklar is doing a great job of reading this. But as I say, he gets swept to the canvas. But Petklar looks like he's trying to just stay high guard and not allow Singdam to get any big shots off upstairs. But eventually, Joe, Petklar's surely got to start throwing something for Singdam to worry about.
Well, with all the FA group, Jim, in his corner, I'm expecting him to turn up the heat. Petklar turning up the heat on the oven and engaging in the clinch, sending the knees through the midsection. But I'm surprised he's not starting that off here in the second round. He's playing it very calm, very collected, goes for that leg kick downstairs, trying to beat the timing of Singdam here in the center of the ring.
And is that a case of he just respects Singdam's power, Singdam's moves, or is Petklar really just got a game plan somewhere? Because like you said, at some point he has to take the fight to him, and the gym he represents are known for doing that, right?
Well, the gym he represents is really well known for clinching, but I think for this one, the main event of one of the biggest shows in Bangkok. He'll be playing for the fans today. Just keeping it even Stevens. Round 3, picks up the pace, controlling the clinch, trying to grind Singdam down where he stands, like wearing down a stone.
So this is obviously like the classic move of this is a marathon, not a sprint. And we often see in the third round, the clincher becomes the clincher. The first 2 rounds, they're almost playing a different personality, almost that Jekyll and Hyde we were speaking about in the car and witnessing in the car on the way here. As you see, steps forward, a nice low kick landed to the calf.
And it did look like Singdam winced a little bit from that leg kick, so perhaps if Petclar can capitalize on these rear leg kicks, and you can already see it starting to stiffen up there. So, be interesting to see if he capitalizes on that and takes full advantage. And there it is again, taking Singdam to the floor, and that is the end of the second round. Ladies and gentlemen, we will be back in just a moment. Hola and welcome back to SKS Empire Super Fight, and there are the men behind the action, the Kiatpetch team. Dear Kiatpetch, watching ever so closely, seeing what's going to happen here in center ring. Thank you to those gentlemen for bringing us here to watch all the action unfold here at Omnoi Stadium for the third round of our main event for SKS Empire Super Fight. Collaboration with the Kiatpetch team at Kiatpetch Promotions, the leading promoters in the Kingdom of Thailand. Let's go and have a look at these replays. Jim, walk us through it.
Yeah, I mean, we saw it was definitely a tick for tack, kick for kick, and we saw that sweep very early on. But as he started to find his range, and you noticed when he landed that leg kick, he started to wince ever so slightly, and almost if he could hear you in the booth, he went for it again right at the end of the round and nearly put him to the canvas with a leg kick. Do you think, Joe, he's going to keep going for this leg kick in this third round, or will he utilize the knee strategy?
Well, if he listens to the wisdom of yours truly, Joe Comerford, perhaps he could find himself the victor here in center ring. But here we are for round 3. Goes up high. Petclar starting off the action for our third round. Enters in with a nice little barrage of punches, trying to take out that rear leg again. But Singdam really focusing on defense now.
And it was a classic 1-2 upstairs, followed up by a strong leg kick. So very hard to manage and very hard to predict where your opponent's coming from at the moment. So Petclar definitely taking the action to Singdam right now, and Singdam's movement is just ever so slightly less in comparison to the first 2 rounds.
Well, I think those leg kicks have paid dividends for Petclar. Oh, and entering inside the clinch now, trying to smother Singdam, pushing that cross block across the face to suffocate him as our referee breaks them apart.
And it was that knee as he sent him forward. He jumped in with a step-up knee, and it landed clean to the midsection as well. Singdam has got to be in that fight right now, wondering what have I got myself into.
Big kick upstairs, goes for the leg, goes for the hands to enter inside the clinch, and I think this is the strategy that Petclar needs. If he wants to be inside, go for the left hook, go downstairs, and then enter with the right knee to set it up. Bang! He must be listening to me, Jim.
I'm definitely not. Beautiful stuff by both of these fighters. The Singdam still in this fight, but it looks like Petclar has just turned it up ever so slightly. Both fighters in the clinch. as the referee starts to break them apart. We're going back in central ring. 1 minute to go of round number 3 in the main event of this afternoon.
Well, if you ate a bit more of a nutrient-rich diet, you might be able to hear me, but back in center ring, tries to set up the left elbow, and I do think it has cut the cheek of Singdam there, just dripping with blood ever so slightly as Petklar applies the vice grip and locks on. But and it looks like Singdam has done the same to him, shutting that clinch down.
A beautiful left elbow, which didn't look like it landed clean, but just enough to slice his opponent. So Petklar definitely starting to push the axe and almost bully his opponent as well. And the knees being sent, and a good knee block as well. But is it enough? And it looks like he's definitely down to vapors here, Joe.
And there's a big cut on the forehead of Singdam, very deep indeed. I think it's only a matter of time that Petklar will rub his glove into it and try and open it up even more to pour the blood into the eyes of Singdam in the red. Trying to take the back here, folds over, but the referee saves it, and he falls on top. Beautiful work there by Petklar, and a very dominant round indeed. Fantastic work. We'll be back in just a moment. Don't go anywhere.
I can feel like 80 rats in my Marys. Me and Drizzy back to back is getting scary. If you fucking with my eyes, just don't come near me. Put some bins all on your head like Jason Terry. Richard Millie cussing Lambos. Known to keep the better bitches on commando. Every time I'm in my trip, I move like Rambo. Ain't a neighborhood in Philly that I can't go. For real.
SKS Sport Combat Strategy.
Oh yeah, g'day, how you going? And welcome back to SKS Empire Super Fight right here at Omnoi Stadium in collaboration with Kiatpetch Promotions, the leading promoters in Thailand, for the Art of 8 Limbs Muay Thai. Beautifully stylized action here at Omnoi Stadium. What an action-packed round, Jimothy.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic. And we've just seen the tables turn. We're going to see some of these action replays, Joe. So talk us through some of these moves that we've been witnessing, and also that elbow that cut open his opponent twice.
And there it is, slapped down the arm on the inside of Bang. Drag it, and it slips across the cheek. But then there was a second left elbow as well that went up the top of the brow and cut that big, deep, ferocious cut wider than the Grand Canyon on the top of Singdam's head there.
And it just brushes by him, but it was just, he must be sharpening those elbows in the kitchen, because he has sliced and diced his opponent. There is blood pouring from his nose. So one thing about a fighter is, how well can you perform when you see and smell your own blood? But we are in round number 4. Singdam in the red, Petklar in the blue for this main event fight of the afternoon at SKS Empire.
And you can see half a tab of Vaseline on Singdam's head there, trying to cover that cut as Petklar applies forward pressure, looking for the sweet spot with the elbows. He'll be looking to get inside that clinch and rub the gloves on top of that Vaseline and open up the cut again.
Petklar teeping Singdam, so Singdam must know he's in some form of desperation now. Singdam has to close the action. Petklar looks very comfortable on the back foot, as he must be very confident he's winning this fight. A nice body kick landed by Petklar. Singdam fires a leg kick upstairs and then goes downstairs as well.
Swipes that kick out of the way, replies with a flurry of punches, but Petklar unfazed by the forward pressure from Singdam in a moment of desperation, goes for that leg kick again. And it looks like it did hurt Singdam because he's wobbling a little bit there.
Everything Petklar is landing is so damaging towards Singdam. Those low kicks and those elbows to the forehead of his opponent. And the fact Singdam is still marching forward is definitely a testament to the heart of this young man. He still isn't giving up, but Petklar to me looks in dominant form right now and is controlling this fight.
Beautiful lean back there by Pekla, really controlling the action in my mind on the back foot. Just having a play with Singdam with that big long knee a moment ago, but the kick slips through there from Singdam and catches the kick, tries to take him down, doubles it up there, and it looks like Singdam's a little bit hurt because he was holding that stomach just a moment ago.
Pekla just doing a fantastic job to nullify Singdam's action and his onslaught. Pekla just looks like he's not taking much damage at all, and Singdam is just marching forward and looks like he might walk onto a big shot very soon if he's not careful.
There we are, sitting on the back foot. Pekla controlling the action from the ropes, just waiting for Singdam to fire off. Blocks it, puts his hand up in acknowledgement saying, yeah, is that all you've got? Is that all you've got? Goes upstairs again, looking very happily there in center ring in the blue shorts from Pekla.
Final moments of round.
Oh!
Big head kick upstairs, Joe. Tell us. We heard you, Joe. We liked it.
A big head kick upstairs, just slipping through, but showing no effect on Pekla. Pekla still in control here, trying to bait him, wait and bait. And that is the end of the round. We'll be back in just a moment. Make sure not to go anywhere. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to SKS Empire Super Fight for the last round of our main event of the afternoon. Singdam in the red and Pekla in the blue. On my unofficial scorecards, Jim, I'm going to give it to Pekla. Just beautiful ring control, technical execution, the whole shebang. The man has it all. Great clinch action, spearing knees, beautiful setups for the elbows in round 3. That rear teep, and just making Singdam look really desperate there in round 4. What did you think of that, Jim?
Yeah, it was a fantastic round for Pekla. There was that moment where he nearly toppled him with a leg kick, but we've got to give credit as well to Singdam. Singdam under that high kick to the chin to Pekla. Now, although it looked like it didn't do anything, that could just be adrenaline going through him, but he's got to now realize he's found the range. He knows he can connect these big shots. He's really got to give it everything he's got, because to me, he is down on every scorecard. He's got to do something spectacular to win this fight. So this is the 5th and final round of the main event. Singdam in the red, Pekla in the blue. Who will take it home? We'll find out very soon.
Here we are, locked up inside the clinches. Our referee breaks them apart.
And a nice onslaught by Pekla to just march forward to Singdam. And Singdam once again with his back against the ropes. Pekla looks like he's getting the upper hand once again.
Beautiful march forward there from Pekla, skipping in, trying to control the forward pressure here. Singdam on the retreat, trying to kick his way to victory.
And is Pekla trying to end this fight here? To me, Pekla is ahead. Wouldn't Pekla just stay on the back foot and protect his points? Or do you feel Pekla just wants to make a statement here?
Could have been some of those ferocious kicks in the 4th round, Jim. But why, James? But why?
Well, we're going to find out why in just a moment, Joe. But Pekla, to me, looks like someone who is definitely dominating this fight. He's already had a knockdown, or it was just the elbows that really slice and dice his opponent. Pekla now on the back foot, Singdam dancing around, and Singdam may be realizing as well that He's got to take this round off. He's probably got some fights coming up this month as well. Why risk it? Why risk any injury? Let's just dance this night away. Petklar looks very confident. The referee trying to bring them in. Singdam landed that head kick in the fourth rounder. He's definitely got power. He's definitely got timing. But is it enough to put someone like Petklar away? Probably not. And I think he's doing the right thing now and taking a calculated time off this round and allowing the judges to make their minds up.
Got more moves than a Peruvian discotheque right here in a center ring. As they're both acknowledging the fight here. And the crowd going absolutely wild for this one as the blood pours down the side of the face of Singdam.
The referee doing everything he can to try and get them involved into the action, but neither fighter are going to go in for it, and we will be going to a judges scorecard very soon to see who's won. But let us know in the comment section below, who do you think we've won? And also, we've got one more fight after this for this afternoon, so thank you for joining us so far, everyone. Every Saturday afternoon, 2:30 Thai time.
And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. That is the end of the fight. Don't go anywhere, because we'll just see who took it away as the referee collects the scorecards.
Let us know in the comment section, who do you think has taken this fight? Who do you think has won? I mean, every fight so far has been so close and enjoyable. And we see the winner.
Singdam takes it away with the vicious kicks.
And a lot of people are shocked. It was a great fight. And that is the situation that we were talking about. It could have been that fourth round, which might have been the decider, Joe, because the first round I gave to him as well, and that fourth round could have been much closer than we thought.
And I gave number 2 and number 3 to Petklar with those vicious elbows sending it through with the visible damage on the face of Singdam. And I thought the leg kicks as well. Very effective damage there from the man in blue, but there you go. We're only humble commentators here in the commentary booth.
A very nice fight, very interesting, but look, this is their time to run it back, their chance to do something different, and I'm sure we will. And don't go anywhere, folks. One more fight coming up.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to SKS Empire Super Fight for the 5th and final bout. Seksit Pet Kiatpetch taking on Yodpet Pataria Siam Sport Surin in this one. 5 rounds of action in this junior 100 pounds fight. Of course, Seksit hailing from Yasatorn, the northeastern province of Thailand, standing 158 centimeters with over 50 bouts under his belt, known for his very aggressive style Kiatpetch Jaw Pataria Siam Sport Surin, hailing from Surin, one of my favourite provinces, standing at 156 centimetres with over 20 bouts under his name, known for his Muay Thai fighting style. So, blue versus red, Saksit very aggressive, and Kiatpetch a knee fighter. So looking forward to this one, scheduled for 5 2-minute rounds. So a little bit shorter, but quick, aggressive action.
Yeah, Saksit's done a very good job to really just sit back on that back foot, lands lots of teeps to Kiatpetch's thigh, and really just control this first round's pace so far, it seems. Kiatpetch definitely marching forward, but Saksit constantly flicking that teep out as well to the thigh of Kiatpetch. So these rounds are only 2 minutes long, so not much time to waste. They've got to really get into the action and really establish themselves in this round.
Nice little knee there from Kiatpetch inside the clinch. As the taller of the two, Saksit controls the action. The referee breaks them apart.
Not long to go for round number 1, scheduled for 5 rounds in total. Both fighters tick for tack with their body kicks as well. Kiatpetch sends a kick upstairs, blocked by his opponent.
Beautiful teep there from Saksit. Goes up top with the left. And that is the end of the round. There you can see a very confident Saksit, and Kiatpetch with that lightning bolt across his head. Beautiful. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to SKS Empire Super Fight, right here in Omnoi Stadium in collaboration with Kiatpetch Promotions. We are here for our 5th bout of the afternoon, ready for round number 2. Saksit taking on Kiatpetch in the blue. Let's have a look at some of these replays. Big, beautiful left kick upstairs. Kiatpetch trying to return the favour.
And it was a very calm first round, but I did like that both fighters are exchanging their, well, just kicks after kick. Not many jabs, not many punches being thrown, but a very good opening round for both fighters to really get as much information from one another. And we're going into a second round. So like we said, 2-minute rounds, not much time to waste. You've got to get into the action and really start establishing yourself. So Saksit in the red, Kiatpetch in the blue.
Entering inside the clinch now. Kiatpetch trying to slip the hand through to get the vice grip and send the knees up. But Saksit just pushing his hips, a good strategy when you've got somebody with the dominant control. Just push your hips against them and shut them down so that they can't fire the knees up through the midsection.
Saksit with a nice body kick and then a head kick upstairs, so he keeps changing the levels, he keeps changing the angles. Kiatpetch with an inside elbow as well. So both fighters very calmly throwing everything that they've got, but with not much power behind it just yet, and maybe they'll start using their power a little bit more in the later rounds.
And that's one of those beautiful things to see, especially from such a young fighter, kicking on the outside at the end of a clinch exchange. That's what you need to do as you exit the clinch. Kick on the outside to rack up the point and solidify yourself on the scoreboard.
Referee breaks him up once again back in central ring. Kiatpetch walking towards him now with a high guard, maybe trying to bait his opponent to go to the body so he can really start raining downstairs with those right and left hands. And there's that right hand we were talking about. Catches the kick and sends another right hand onto the forehead of Saksit.
Nice bicep control to stab the knee through there from Sexit, sitting on the back foot very comfortably here. There we go, good arm control, stabs the left one through again. Tries to push the head down there from Kiatpetch, back into center ring there, and that is the end of the round. We'll be back in just a moment.
I can feel like 80 rats in my Marys. Me and Drizzy back to back is getting scary. If you fucking with my eyes, just don't come near me. Put some bands all on your head like Justin Terry. Richard Millie cussing Lambo. Known to keep the better bitches on commando. Every time I'm in my trip, I move like Rambo. Ain't a neighborhood in Philly that I can't go. For real.
SKS Sport Combat Strategy.
I can feel like 80 rats in my Marys. Me and Drizzy back to
Welcome back to SKS Empire Super Fight for round 3 of our last bout of the afternoon. Sexit in the red, Kiatpetch in the blue, ready and raring to go.
And it was a very good round for both fighters. And like we said with these youngsters, they tend to just put it all out on the line. They tend to just go for it without much worry of repercussion. Here we see some of those action replays. So we saw he was walking towards with a high guard, really trying to set up that right hand. But both fighters just constantly marching towards one another and not really giving neither room to really set something up.
Beautiful control there by Sexit. Just turns the hip over from the forward, pressuring Kiatpetch. Here we are, back into center ring, round number 3, straight into inside the clinch, stabbing the knees through. Kiatpetch tries to deliver the elbow straight through the guard, but it seems that Sexit has control of the clinch here, trying to drag that arm down and explode in with the elbow, but referee peels them apart.
Kiatpetch landed a very nice right elbow on the inside, so as soon as he gets involved in that clinch, using one of your favorite moves, tap down the arm and then throw the elbow over the top. Kiatpetch just keeps marching towards him with a high guard, baiting Sexit into the body and then goes upstairs with an elbow or right hand. Very nicely done by Kiatpetch.
Sets the hands through to get through inside the clinch, but Sexit just pushing his hips and his head under to smother Kiatpetch as he sits on the back foot, delivers that punishing teep through the middle, goes for the big right kick, steps in, beautiful hand control to stab the knee through as well, sends an elbow through as well.
And big right hands landed by Sexit, so now we see Sexit starting to throw the hands, starting to be a little bit more lively and more accurate with the right hand as well.
Sexit just waiting and baiting as Kiatpetch delivers the old 1-2, and there's a bit of an egg on the side of Kiatpetch's head.
I mean, not everything is food, Joe. That is a hematoma on the upper left eye of Kiatpetch. So those right hands from Sexit have finally got through, and it seems to be a little bit more a battle of the timing and who can get the heavier hands landed.
No wonder you called it a hematoma, buddy, because you got no eggs in your diet. So as we lock it up, that is the end of round 3. We'll be back in just a moment. Good afternoon and welcome back to SKS Empire Super Fight right here at Omnoi Stadium for the last bout of the afternoon where all the action is happening. Sexit in the red taking on Kiatpetch with that hematoma growing on the side of Kiatpetch's head. Very noticeable indeed.
And it's one of those things in fighting where it's more common than people realize, and it doesn't really cause much of an issue to the fighter unless they allow it to. It's almost a psychological thing rather than anything that's actually going to bother them. The only issue with the hematoma is, Joe, is it can just start getting larger and larger very, very quickly, but it is mainly just fluid underneath the skin. So here we are for round number 4. Sexit in the red, Kiatpetch in the blue. Will Sexit start targeting that hematoma, or will he just go in for the clinch?
Beautiful swinging knees by both gentlemen here in center ring, really showcasing that they've got it all. As Sexit pushes his hips across, Kiatpetch moving forward with much more confidence, trying to deliver the hand punishment. But Sexit sitting on that back foot, scoring effectively. That beautiful kick to teeth there, showcasing effective balance.
Sexit keeps delivering those downwards elbows as well, just absolutely vicious. If you're Kiatpetch and you're walking towards someone who keeps delivering a downwards elbow, it's almost like walking through barbed wire to land your own combination. Great stuff by Sexit.
Kiatpetch stuck inside the clinch now as our referee peels them apart. Sexit still sitting on that back foot, delivering, scoring punishment, blow by blow, as he enters the final stage of the fight here.
Kiatpetch keeps going forward, keeps throwing heavy hands upstairs. Sexit with a 4-piece combination once again. So Sexit always looks like someone who is not fazed by anything. Kiatpetch still on that front foot, still marching towards him. Sexit's got to be very careful he doesn't get too complacent here, because Kiatpetch definitely wants to take him out.
Marching forward ever so slightly. Kiatpetch looking for the opportunity to strike, but eats a 4-piece combination on the way in.
And Sexit somehow finds the combination. He gets it through the high guard of his opponent. We are going into the 5th and final round.
I can feel like 80 rats in my Marys. Me and Drizzy back to back is getting scary. If you fucking with my eyes, just don't come near me. Put some bins all on your head like Justin Terry. Richard Millie cussing Lambo. Known to keep the better bitches on commando. Every time I'm in my trip, I move like Rambo. Ain't a neighborhood in Philly that I can't go. For real.
SKS Sport Combat Strategy.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to SKS Empire Super Fight right here at Omnoi Stadium for our 5th and final round, for our 5th and final bout. Sexit in the red and Kiatpetch in the blue. Welcome back, Jimothy Bow.
We have seen some absolute warriors tonight. We have seen some great fights, some very fast-paced, high-level, cerebral Muay Thai style 8 limbs. It's been a fantastic afternoon so far. We are here live every Saturday afternoon at 2:30 Thai time. Be sure to check us out, and of course you can go to Joe Comerford Muay Thai to get your updates on the next fights and the events coming up in Thailand.
And of course you can check us out on sksboxing.com for all your training needs. The gloves, the shorts, the ankle guards that you see right here from Sexit and Kiatpetch are available on that website. And of course, check myself and Jimmy on the commentary team every Saturday, 2:30 p.m. Thai time, right here at Omnoi Stadium on SKS Empire, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube, of course, all platforms. So here we are for the dying minute of this 5th and final round. Both fighters have expended all energy here, just dancing around the ring.
And of course, if you do not enjoy listening to our voices, you can get yourself here live at the arena, Omnoi Stadium in Samut Sakhon. You can get down here, get yourself a ticket, get yourself watching, possibly meet the late great Joe Comerford Muay Thai if you do. But both fighters back into the action once again as they get involved into the clinch. The referee breaks them up once again. It touches the glove of Kiatpetch.
Yes, you could get yourself down here to Samut Sakhon, but you'd be better off coming down to Samut Sakhon. So here we are. That is the end of the fifth and final bout of our day. Thank you very much for joining us here at SKS Empire Super Fight. We'll go and see who the victor of this bout was in just a moment as our referee collects the scorecards.
So thank you for joining us, folks. And there it is. The red corner takes the victory. He takes the W. A great fight. And we will see you all again next week. Sawadee krab tuhan.